Hi, this is Matt with Inmate Search Info. Today we're going to be looking at how to find Texas inmates. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice offers a searchable database of current inmates. Now, they don't include historical information, and part of the reason is because the Texas correction system is very large. Even just including active inmates, it's about 150,000 people, maybe even a little bit more than that. So the results that you're going to get are only going to be for people who are currently in the system. Now, for anybody who's out, who's served their time, who are no longer being supervised in any way by the Department of Criminal Justice, you're going to have to do a normal kind of background check to be able to find out where they are if you're trying to find someone and kind of figure out where to go from there. That's something that we can help you with on our page at Inmate Search Info. So if you don't get the results you're looking for here, be sure to check that out. Now, as far as your search goes, Texas doesn't give you a lot of room to narrow it down, which is a bit unfortunate because it is a bigger inmate population. However, you can, fill in by name. If you happen to have that Texas Department of Criminal Justice number or state ID number, you can pop those in to get taken directly to the person you're interested in. Otherwise, again, you're going to be doing by name. You can do gender and race as well to narrow it down. Texas will also let you do partial searches. So if you're not sure about spelling or maybe you don't quite remember like a first name or something like that, you can put that information in as much as you know. So we're going to go ahead and pop a name in there just so we can get some results and see what that looks like. Okay, so we've got our name information in here. I did a partial on the first name just to make sure that we get lots of results. And just a general note, as we like to do at Inmate Search Info, this information that you're going to get from the site, there's a couple of things you can and can't do with it. It's for your general information, and that's pretty much all you can do with it. It's just kind of like, for you to use for your own, to satisfy your own curiosity or just to give you some extra bits of information about someone. You're not supposed to use this information for any unauthorized use. Now, that's kind of a catch-all, and one of the things they don't want you to do, certainly, even though they don't spell it out here, although they do mention the possibility of criminal prosecution, is they don't want you to use this for any harassment or threatening purposes. So, the information that's there, obviously, this is directly from the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, but it's not 100% guaranteed to be accurate, and even if it is, they don't want you to misuse it, use it for anything that itself is illegal, and, that will get you into enough trouble where you could be on these pages as well. Another thing that they don't really specify, but one thing I would caution is not to use this information for any governed official purpose. There are certain types of background checks that cover things like credit decisions, housing, and employment, and those are a special kind of search that have to be specially vetted. It's called an FCIA compliant background check. This information probably wouldn't qualify, and if you make decisions based on this information for those things I mentioned, you can also get yourself into some trouble. So before using this for anything that just seems even remotely, first of all, illegal, but secondly, for any kind of legal purpose, anything that's kind of a legally governed type of decision or something that is supervised or something that someone could take you to court over, consult a legal professional or do other kinds of searches that are specifically guaranteed to be to give you the results that you can stand behind and that are insured, etc. So anyway, just a disclaimer before we do our search. All right, here we go. So here are our results. And as mentioned, these are all current inmates. So even though we did quite a general search, it's not a massive. It's 2 pages. It's a lot of results per page, which is actually kind of nice. As far as how they've sorted the results, they've done it alphabetically by first name. So again, if you put a couple letters in, you'll get even more filtered results there. From the sort of snapshot page here, we're able to see the full name. We do get that Texas Department of Criminal Justice number, and then we also have the unit of assignment. That's the facility that they're assigned to, and an age. So that will help you to the age certainly will help you if you're trying to find someone. Some inmate sites, as I mentioned, will let you search based on an age band as well, which will narrow it down. You'll just have to do a little more exploration on this initial results page. So if we click on this first one here, just kind of this general results, one thing we notice is that Texas does not have photos of their inmates. That may just be a maybe a privacy issue. It may just be the fact that they have so many inmates. It would be just a huge production to do it, to keep this up. So in any case, they don't have it. So that's not going to help you. You are able to get a sort of this projected release date, also parole eligibility date. So that if that's something that's of interest to you, you'll get that. And you also find out about visitation. So again, if that's something that you're interested in, you can find out whether it's an option for you. And if we click on this, just see what it says here. So we're taken to this other page, and let's see. So they do give you a step-by-step, and presumably the policies are the same for every facility, because even though they do give you the list of the facility, when you click on it, it just gives you a contact number. It doesn't give you kind of like a specific and address. Doesn't give you a specific policy for each individual facility. So I would guess it must be standardized since they give you that information here. So again, if that's of interest to you, you'll have to just follow these guidelines that they give you and go from there. I guess if there were something that was imminent in terms of a release or something of that nature, that would be listed here. And we also are able to see the offenses and the sentencing that was related to the sentence. So sometimes the states will give you, and they do here, sorry, I missed it, the case number. So if you wanted to look into that a little more, you certainly can. Sentencing date and the county will also be of use to you if you're doing anything kind of legal research on that. So Texas doesn't give you a ton of info on the inmates, and they don't give you a lot of information about the facilities themselves in terms of kind of what programs they might have available. So that may be something that we can help you with on our Texas page at Inmate Search Info. We also have the database of the different facilities with the contact information also, as well as some other types of offender searches that may be of interest to you for Texas, and other statistics and step-by-step instructions over what we did here today. I hope that's helpful. Thanks so much for watching.